Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of South Dakota Game Fishing Parks Virtual Outdoors. I'm your host Eric. Today I'm going to share with you on how to fillet out a fish, but also I'm going to give you a little bit of relationship advice and tips as well along the way. First of all though, I'm going to fillet out here a walleye. One of my good buddies was fortunate enough to catch some fish last night, and I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how to do it the old school way. A lot of people now use an electric fillet knife. I'm going to use an old fillet knife right here. What you need is a fillet knife, cutting board. I like to have a bowl to put the fillets in when you're done, and also some bags to discard the fish when you're all done cleaning them as well. To get started using the knife right here, I like to cut right behind that fin. Be sure to have a sharp knife as well. Cut right down to the middle of the fish. You're going to open him up all the way down to the middle, to the other fin right there. Flip him over. I'm right-handed, and you're going to cut right behind that dorsal fin right there in his back. Once you go, you're going to put the tip of the knife right in there. Once you get about halfway through the fish, you can push the knife all the way through, and you're just going to slide it down all the way. I personally like to take the fillet all the way off. Some people leave it on. I like to take it all the way off. Then what I do is I will bounce the tip of the knife off those ribs right there. Pull and stretch. And there's your fillet right there. Next step is to remove the outside skin of the fish off the fillet right there. Basically, I use my fingers there. You're going to do about a 45-degree angle. You're just going to take your knife. You're going to slide, and pull that fish all the way down. Just like that. You're done and ready to go. I know a lot of you millennials out there that use your electric fillet knife say you can do it so much better and faster. By doing it this way, you do not have to go back and cut the rib bones out as well. So with that, you're ready to go for the first side of the fish right there. Flip the fish over. The second side can be a little trickier just because there's not as much to work with. You don't want to cut all the way through the fish, right down to the vertebrae of the fish. Once again, you cut right along that backbone right there. Once you get past that, stick the knife through. You can sort of bounce off the backbone right there, slide it all the way down. One advantage of leaving the fillet on the fish, like I'll do on this half right here, is it gives you a little more area to pull on. So now I can just flip it over like that, and you can actually have it started right there. Start the knife, slide it on down. And you can use the skin and the fish there to sort of pull and slide it off of there as well. Whenever you're done, you should always check for bones, like this one right here. I got a little careless right there, and there are going to be a few little rib bones, but whenever you're done, always check for bones. Whenever you're eating them, before you're cooking them, always check for bones as well in there as well. One other thing about fishing, it is a cheap way to buy food. A resident fishing license costs, I believe, $27, which breaks out to around 8 cents per day. So my good buddy went out yesterday, caught a limit of walleyes. It only cost him 8 cents total to catch all those fish right there. Not counting everything else there, but yeah, you can't beat that as well. So back to my original plan on marital or relationship advice. Whenever your spouse, whether it be him or her, are out fishing, the last thing they want to do is come home and clean fish. So if at all possible, if the spouse would be so gracious to clean their other spouse's fish when they come home, that is great relationship advice as well. So no one wants to clean fish when you're going to spend all day out in a rough boat and fishing on shore in the sun and heat. So husbands and wives, help each other out, and when your other one gets home, help them clean their fish.